In my last video, I introduced you to a manga about making manga that was so sweet, I'll be honest, it made me sick. I mean, come on, charming art paired with charming characters learning about the joys of creating and sharing that joy with others? Ugh. Where's the spice, the drama, the booba? Fret not, dear viewer, I got your back with these spicy manga about making art for those of us who crave a different type of wholesome. This is Uehara, and he's totally not crying, he's just sweating through his eyes.
I'm not crying! I'm sweating through my eyes!
He spent the majority of his life in the 2D world enjoying manga and anime, because his dream is to one day become a mangaka, more specifically a romance manga author. His obsession with innocent 2D girls is very evident in his manga work, and one day he decides to submit his work to a publisher in hopes that it will be submitted for a contest, but it doesn't go so well. I don't know, man, this is boring. What? Like, this is far detached from reality, and you write characters nobody can really sympathize with. It's clear that these are just your delusions in physical form. If I had to list what's wrong with this thing, we'd be here all night. Hey, kid, you listening? Yeah. Well, I guess that's the gist of it. Do I get your business card, or are you gonna send it in for an award? No, you're not at that level yet. Do your best on the next one, alright? My dreams of becoming a mangaka, good as gone. So, yeah, that's why Uehara is here on the school roof with his rejected manuscript reflecting. In fact, he actually plans to throw away all his pages and give up on his dreams entirely. He plans to chuck these pages off the roof, but he starts to have second thoughts. I mean, what if someone picks it up? That would be embarrassing. Flush it down the toilet, maybe? Nah, that'll inconvenience the janitor with the clogging situation. He thinks about eating the whole thing, but 45 pages? That's way too much cellulose pulp for one person. Well. Heya. Uehara-kun, right? She's from my class. The girl who sits at the top of the school caste system. Result of personal research, of course. Miyamoto Nina. What are you doing here? This is Miyamoto Nina, a classmate of Uehara, and she's completely the opposite type of girl he writes about. She's loud, popular, and most notably, she's 3D. Well, not to us, but to Uehara she is. In an attempt to hide his manga from her, Uehara shoves his pages into a locker. Unfortunately for him, the locker belongs to Miyamoto. Huh? Why is this thing in my locker? Do you know? Duh! No idea. But I heard you say duh when you saw this. Oh, did I? I did not hear myself say that. You're sweating buckets, dude. Just my rapid metabolism working, I guess. Wait! Why is she so fast? It's over. The whole class is gonna find out I write manga and I'm gonna be bullied over it. Then I'm gonna stop coming to school and become a shut-in at home. Turn 60 without never stepping outside my house. My parents died and there's no food in the fridge. I commit dine and dash and get caught and then die in prison. God! Why did you stop? I mean, wait, no, sorry for bumping into you. Oh my god, this is so sad. What? I should show you, shouldn't I? I should, right? Show what? I mean, it's not fair if I see yours and not the other way around, right? What? The manga's not mine. Enough with that already. Huh? What is this? Be quiet, don't say anything, just look at it. Yes, ma'am. Whoa. Look at the art. It looks so nice. Wait, did Miyamoto-san draw this? God, this is totally embarrassing. Kill me! Turns out Miyamoto Nina has dreams of becoming a romance mangaka herself. Uehara is really impressed by her art and believes he could never be this good. He tells her that when he brought his manga to his publisher, he was told how he has no idea how love works. And to Uehara's surprise, Miyamoto got told the same thing when she submitted her manga to an editor. Both of them are completely clueless when it comes to the world of love. So, naturally, do you want to go out with me? Come again. To begin to understand love, the two become a fake couple to help them enhance their romance mangas. So, how does an unrealistic romance manga about unrealistic romance manga writers write their romance? You probably guessed it, unrealistically. The first thing these fake lovebirds try as couples is a trust fall off the stairs. It doesn't go so well. And then it's followed up by the classic wall slam. It also doesn't go so well. All of this, for research. No, really, that wasn't sarcasm. And that wasn't sarcasm either. Listen, they literally have an excuse to do every unrealistic romance trope found in the genre in the name of research. Really. Like when Uehara gets sick and his parents aren't home, Miyamoto jumps at the opportunity to begin the quote, visit the boyfriend and nurse him back to health event. The fan service is relentless, so if you're not into that, I'd suggest you skip it, and more than likely everything else on this list. But if you enjoy or can bear the bare skin, this manga, Now That We Draw, has funny dialogue and genuinely sweet moments. Watching the relationship of these fake lovers grow is something I enjoy, and it's quite cute. Not to mention Uehara's journey of becoming a more confident mangaka, oftentimes because of the encouragement of Miyamoto, has its emotional moments. Though I wouldn't say it's as good, this manga is definitely giving me some Dress Up Darling vibes, and if you love Dress Up Darling as much as I do, I think you'll have some fun with this one. The art is also pretty darn pretty. The next manga, I Won't Fall For You Until My Manuscript Is Finished, follows the everyday life of two R18 manga artists, Yo, an ecchi manga author, and Mayama, an NTR manga author. Look, someone's gotta do it. These two are neighbors, and they also totally have the hots for each other. The first chapter really gives Mayama a bold introduction. You may know this, but artists sometimes get in the zone. For example, when drawing an angry face, sometimes an artist will make an angry face themselves to help feel that emotion, and it can help transfer that emotion to the page. Mayama is no different, so when she's drawing an intense scene for her manga, she'll get in the role of her characters, grab a nearby bad dragon, and scream her dirty dialogue out loud. Very loud, might I add. Yo next door can hear every single thing she's saying, and almost every month she needs assistance with her manuscript and comes over to ask for his assistance. But she's such a good artist, she gets in the zone even in other people's homes. It's kinda cute because she doesn't even know that she's doing it. But my god, if Yo wasn't into her, this would be so weird. The manga follows the two neighbors as they grow closer, as well as diving behind the scenes of R18 manga creating in a cheeky way. I'm Ogawaharu, third year, class 4. I've always thought you were pretty, so please be my nude model. Now hold your horses, it's nothing shady. I do all paintings like this one here. With you as my model, I could definitely create a beautiful painting, and she's gone. I mean, can you blame her? Ogawaharu loves painting, specifically painting the nude woman. And when he says it's nothing shady, he's being serious. I mean, I wouldn't expect anyone to believe him, and I don't think he does either, but he generally looks at the female body with zero lust in his eyes, and he really just enjoys capturing its beauty. His friends, however, think it's a curse that he doesn't have any ounce of perv in him. They can't fathom why he would rather observe than gawk, and yes, there's a difference. But they are right about one thing. He is cursed. When Ugawa was young, he was dared to test his courage by entering a haunted house. In this house is a painting of a witch. It's said that if you make eye contact with this painting, you will be cursed. Of course, Ugawa finds it, and of course, he becomes cursed. You may ask, what is the curse? Well, ever since seeing that cursed nude painting, he himself can't stop painting nudes. Thus, his quest to draw the perfect nude began. He ventured into the same haunted house every now and again to paint, hoping he will get struck with the same feeling he had that day, and conjure up a beautiful painting, but he just can't seem to attain it. One day when he enters the room he usually paints in, there lying on the floor is the subject of the cursed painting. This is her, the one he desperately wants to paint. Ugawa requests that she be his model, but she refuses, telling him that his paintings are not beautiful and lack anything to say. What follows is Ogawa's journey of improving his art, finding the beauty in everyday people, all in an effort to get this mysterious woman to pose for him. And I know how that sounds, but like I said before, there seriously isn't anything that shady going on. As someone who has been in more than a few life drawing classes, drawing someone in the nude isn't sexual by default. It's only weird if you make it weird, and as artists, you're way too focused on anatomy, proportions, and shading to be wasting time thirsting over your model. Ogawa generally does it for the art and the satisfaction of the end product. But us as readers definitely get the benefit of gawking instead of observing. And yes, there is a difference.